you lose some real good guys. There's not anyone that just jumps out. But Nick is a guy whose name comes up a bunch. Does that surprise you, first of all?
I mean, I'm not saying that I predicted any of it, but I mean, I'm not really like looking out there and like listening to what everybody's saying. I'm just kind of focused on the team and what I can do to help. So,
well, what are you expecting? What all do you need to get done, and what is that goal? What's realistic for you this year, Nick? Because people are needed to emerge there.
I think the expectation for me is just to stay the course. Get the playbook down as much as I can and go out there and attack with 100% of my capabilities and just be there when they call my name.
Is there any reason, physical, emotional, technique, anything that is in your mind that can slow you down from it, that is too big for you to reach your goals now, to get out there and be a player this year?
I don't think that there's anything stopping me, but I mean, there's nothing stopping anybody else in the receiving room. They just have to stay the course and play as a team, play as a family, and anybody can take that spot. So I'm just looking forward to the season.
Did you run? Were you track also?
I did run a little bit of track, but didn't do too much. I ran the 110 hurdles.
Yeah. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Brian Clinton.
Nice to meet you.
OU Insider.
Yes, sir.
So, start off, can you just talk to me a little bit about what it's like being under Emmett Jones as a coach? Like, what's the difference this year that you just kind of – what's the difference that you feel from his presence on the coaching staff and in that wide receiver room?
I mean, I love him, and he's a good coach, and he's going to get on to us. But at the end of the day, we know it's all love, and he just wants us to be better players and better men in the end. So I love him for that.
Competitive depth is something that we've heard several times today from the coaches. Just what are some things that you see on this team, particularly in the wide receiver room, that gives you some confidence about going into the year?
I mean, of course, the depth that we're going to have is a lot better than last year. And we're going to have some dudes that can step in at any time. And I think that's going to be a good confidence booster for the whole offense, knowing that we got some guys there in case anybody goes down.
So you're going into your second year with Schmitty. Who are some of these new guys through summer workouts that you've seen in your group that you've seen that made you kind of turn your head a little bit and like, man, it's exciting to have them on this team?
Definitely immediate. I think of Petaway. Yeah, he has some crazy upside in the weight room for sure. And Caleb Hicks, he also has some crazy feats. Saw him squatting a lot today. I don't even know how much was on the bar. It was a lot. But,
so,
yeah.
How would you say, like, in your second year, that growth that you've had under Smitty, like, how would you say that that's gone in year two versus year one as far as your physical development?
Definitely, my physical development is jumped up. I mean, I wasn't a small kid coming in here. I think I was like 197, but now I'm 210. So he's definitely put the pounds on and haven't lost any speed. So been really good under him.
What was last year like for you? We hear about injuries. What was your first year like?
Yeah, it was definitely a little bit rocky. Had some soft tissue injuries. I think there was 5 total. But my body's feeling a little bit better now. We've got some things in place to prevent those things. So just ready to attack the field this year.
Ready for a sophomore breakout?
Yes, sir. Hopefully.
How's the podcast going?
It's going good. Me and Kaden love talking to all of my teammates and get to know them a little bit better. So yeah, it was a crazy opportunity, and I'm glad that we have it. I'm grateful.
Yeah, you guys are doing a great job with it. What gives you confidence that you are going to have that sophomore breakout outside of just health?
Just trusting the coaches. I mean, and their philosophies. I mean, if I do everything that they tell me to do and I produce on the field, then good things are going to happen for me, just like they'd happen for any of my other teammates.
So DG's going into his second year as the leader of this team, and there's been talk about him just being more comfortable in that role. What have you seen from him over the summer and the spring that gives you confidence that he's a lot more comfortable this year going in?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he's taking control of the huddle for sure a lot more this year, and he's just, also been that little mesh to, like, keep us together. He's just been crazy for us, and I mean, the way he sings I Rock, I mean, I'd be pretty confident in him too. So.
Would you say that practices or workouts, I guess, at this point have been more player-led this year around than they were maybe this time?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the energy level, just everything from the responsibility. I have a lot of I just really, really grateful that we have some leaders like that to hold everything together.
I don't know if questioning is the right phrasing, but because you've had somebody like a Marvin Mims that moves on, folks are like, okay, well, what's going to happen next with this wide receiver group? And if Oklahoma fans were nervous or concerned, what would you tell them about what Oklahoma has in terms of the wide receiver position right now?
Like he said, the competitive depth is just a lot better this year. And even though we're losing someone like Marvin Mims, the production's not going to go down one bit. It's just going to disperse into every one of the other receivers. So I'm not worried one bit.
How's Jaleel Farouk handling? He's kind of got this, hey, he's going to go be the number 1 wide receiver label attached to him. How is he handling some of that?
I mean, he's taking it in a stride. I mean, I haven't seen any change. He's always just been working, head down, doing everything that the coaches tell him to. So he's just ready to go out there and play.
I got 3 rapid fire questions for you.
All right, let's do it.
Favorite movie?
Interstellar.
Okay. Favorite food?
Crab legs.
Okay. If you weren't playing football, what would you be doing?
I don't even know. Probably living off the land, honestly.
Okay.
I like fishing. So.
Awesome. Good stuff.